What's up, everybody in the TTC? Garnanami here. It's been one long ass summer, but football is a couple weeks away. That's what I'm here to talk about. I tried to stay off the TTC as much as I could this summer, which I did a good job of by not making a video for a month and a half. But let's get into it. Football's almost here, so it's time to start making some more videos. Real Sam decided to open up his mouth and talk about my Gamecocks, so you got to return fire. So Sam, you started off by saying we don't do good in early games, which, yeah, that usually we struggle. We don't lose, we struggle. You brought up ECU and North Carolina State. North Carolina State, we beat them 37-0 the first game, and then the second game, the next year was 7-3, a defensive battle. And then ECU, I don't even know why you said ECU. We beat them 57 to like 30 something. We beat the shit out of them. Yeah, they got ahead early, but then that was shut down pretty damn quick. And then Vanderbilt, yeah, whatever. We haven't lost a season opener in 14 years. Just keep that in mind. And we're not losing this year. So, you said that we're going to overlook North Carolina to go straight to Georgia. Spurrier knows how to beat Georgia. Spurrier does not lose to Georgia. And Georgia fans know that. Even in his Florida days, he beat the shit out of Georgia on a regular basis. We're not worried about Georgia. Georgia will get their ass whooping in time. You talked about your number one your top tight end and how he's going to exploit our young linebackers. These young linebackers can play. I mean, these just aren't like, two-star recruits out there like scratching their head wondering what the fuck's going on. No, these are 4- and 5-star kids that can play ball. They might not have the experience, but they can play ball. But in order to get to that number one tight end, you have to throw the ball against one of the best pass rushes in the nation between Jadeveon Clowney and Chaz Sutton. So, it's not going to shape up good for you. Because we will break through that O-line of yours, I guarantee it. That poor quarterback is going to be running for his life, just like Taj Boyd did, just like Aaron Murray did, just like Tyler Wilson did. It's going to happen. You said we have bad receivers. Bad receivers. Bruce Ellington, that's self-explanatory right there. Shaq Rowland, the number one receiver out of South Carolina, Mr. Football a couple years ago in South Carolina. The kid can play ball. You don't get that title just for no fucking reason. Damiere Byrd, probably one of the fastest dudes in the SEC, and he can burn you. All three of those guys can burn you, and that's not even all of them. And not to mention our 3 NFL-ready tight ends. NFL-ready. Like, they could go play and compete in the NFL right now. They're that fucking good. We have the best tight ends in the country. This offense that you're about to see is nothing you've ever seen before at South Carolina. Ever. They're saying our offense is better than our stacked-ass defense. Just keep that in mind. What else? You talked about... Well, let me talk about how we're going to beat you. We're going to get an early lead by bombing it a couple times to our shitty receivers. And then once we get a good, comfy lead, we're going to run the clock the entire game by our 4 to 5 SEC-ready running backs. Well, 3, and then you've got 2 freshmen that are pretty damn good. Between Mike Davis, they saying Mike Davis doesn't even look like the same running back from last year. Brandon Wilds. Everyone remembers Brandon Wilds. He's a fucking monster. And then our fastest running back, Sean Carson, which has had injury problems, but is ready to play. He's back. He's healthy. And he's the quickest motherfucker we've probably ever fielded as a running back at South Carolina. So, all of this equals a loss for North Carolina, an embarrassing loss for North Carolina. Connor Shaw can play whatever position he wants on the offense. He can go and score a touchdown throwing the ball. Then he can go play running back for a little bit. Hell, he can go out and play slot receiver if he wants to and burn you doing that. And then Dylan Thompson will come in and he'll drop bombs on you as usual. And then hell, Brandon Okovich might even get some playing time. Who knows? Connor Mitch might get some playing time in this one. But you never know. Like you said, that's why the game's played. But in reality, you know what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen, and it's going to be a North Carolina loss. But keep your hopes up, bud. You're probably the only one that thinks North Carolina get a shot. I mean, you even said that North Carolina probably doesn't even have a fucking shot in this game. But now, by a magical wish, they have a chance. But keep thinking that, Sam. I'm glad to see you're in good spirits and you're ready for this game. And I'm actually glad to see you making videos, seeing that last year we didn't get an open hate week because there were no Vanderbilt fans. There's Go Doors, whatever his name is, but he doesn't make TTC videos really. But other than that, that's all I got. Rate, comment, subscribe, do what you want, and go Gamecocks.